and gentlemen, welcome to our writing camp performance. This year we'll be performing Death of a Legend inspired by the Sherlock Holmes series. We will start in a few minutes, but in the meantime, please help yourself to the refreshments in the back table.
You didn't say that. Okay. 皆様、すいません。ライティングキャンプのパフォーマンスへようこそお越しくださいました。今年はシャーロック・ホームズシリーズにインスピレーションを得た伝説の死という劇を行います。数分後に開始しますので、それまでの間座っててください。はい。Wait, should we just start it now?
Yes.
Okay,
The performance will be starting soon. Please put your phones on silent mode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
もうすぐ始まるので、携帯電話もマナーモードにして座って見ててください。以上です。
Bills, bills, bills. That's a keeper. A letter from Holmes. This is great, he's in Japan. His postage is terrible. I'm dead.
Hello, I'm often Captain Kenji, and I'm gonna guide you.
You must be the junior officer I was assigned.
No, I replaced him.
Okay, whatever. Let me explain the situation to you. Sherlock Holmes, the famous detective, was found murdered in the park at 3:55 a.m. by the grounds crew. The staff reported seeing a figure running out of the north gate at the night as well. The killer must have been really clever. The dark and rainy conditions were perfect to commit a crime like this. I can't believe someone got him. He was the greatest detective. He was always 3 steps ahead. Suspect number 1, Chloe Fontaine. Suspect number 2, Olga Brown.
Suspect number 3, Emmeline Black.
You have been accused of the murder of one Sherlock Holmes.
Fontaine?
So, you say you spent the day as normal?
Yes, but do we have to do this in this room? The humidity really isn't good for my hair.
So, you spent the day as normal, correct?
That's right, darling. That day I made my way to work around 11 a.m. About noon, I bought a macaron. Then I went for a walk in the park. After that, I went shopping.
Anything else?
Just a late business meeting.
Thank you. And you, Miss Brown, what were you doing that day?
Well, Buttons here had a vet appointment, and the doctor here's the best around. Could you please dim that light? Button's eyes are so sensitive. He doesn't even like laser pointers. All the other cats love them.
Okay. What were you doing on the day in question?
I had a lazy day. I slept in, then went for a walk in the park. Then there was Button's vet appointment. We went back to the hotel after that.
You can't fool us, it's because you don't even like cats.
Excuse me, my cats are my life. I have so many because I love them so much.
How many do you have?
Well, there's Buttons, Mittens, Arthur, Charlie.
Okay, what was your relationship with Sherlock Holmes? You were neighbors before, right?
I lived in the flat next to him, and he drove me and the cats crazy with his odd ways. On more than one occasion, he stepped on the poor dears. Good riddance, I say.
Here, here.
Where do you live now, Miss Brown?
In Chiba, I moved several years back.
Then what brought you all the way to Tokyo?
Like I said, Buttons wasn't feeling well, and the doctor is best around. I didn't even know that Holmes was here until I bumped into him in the elevator.
Thank you, Miss Brown.
Emmeline Black.
What about you, Miss Black? You've had dealings with Mr. Holmes before as well, correct?
That is correct. He rented a property I own back in Britain. I almost evicted him several times over late rent. I also owned the Shamrock Hotel where Mr. Holmes was staying.
Did you actually evict Sherlock Holmes?
No, he was usually busy on a case. It slipped his mind.
Who are you and how'd you get in here?
I'm Dr. James Watson, friend and colleague of...
You're Dr. Watson, Sherlock's friend and partner. Are you here to help us with the crime? Do you have any clues as to what happened?
As to clues, I don't have any. I was just alerted of Sherlock Holmes' death, and I came straight away.
Did you really work to solve all those cases with him?
Well, Holmes solved the cases. I was only there to help.
Well, we don't need you because...
Yes, please. Welcome to the case. We were just interrogating the suspects. So, Miss Black, where were you on the day of Sherlock's death?
I arrived at the hotel at 11 a.m. Over lunch, I went to the bookstore. Around 1 p.m., I had an early dinner at Luigi's, a local Italian restaurant. Then I went back to the hotel and worked until 11:30. Then I went home.
Why such an early dinner?
It was a working dinner with the business partner.
Who is your partner? Can you prove your story?
I don't see how my private business has any bearing on the subject. I was either in my office or on the train when he was killed. End of story.
Refusing to answer our questions, eh? What is it you don't want us to know?
My business dealings. What are you hiding, junior officer? Is it murder investigation a little above your pay grade?
Well,
Well, if you're done questioning us, I'll be on my way.
as will I. You have taken enough of my time.
I'll be off too. Buttons needs his rest.
What now, boss?
It's obvious. We investigate the important places. Let's get Miss Brown and investigate Sherlock's room. Dr. Watson, you coming?
Yes. Everybody in?
So, where are we going and why are you even here?
Like I said, we're heading to Sherlock's hotel room. I'm here because I'm the only one with the key cards to all the rooms.
Ding!
You're the first people to go inside Sherlock's room. Even I haven't checked it out. So I'm guessing nothing has changed since his death. Or not.
Who would do something like this?
Such a mess.
I guess it would have been the murderer. He must have come and destroyed all the evidence.
Actually, someone stole my master key card yesterday. This card is just a spare I'm using until I get a new one. Clearly, someone snuck into my office, stole my key card, and used it to ransack Sherlock's room.
I guess it doesn't make sense to search his room anymore. Plus, all the evidence is probably destroyed by now.
Exactly. Why don't we get a snack?
Kenji, we're in the middle of an investigation and you want a snack. We have to go to the mall.
First off, let's go to Happy Paul's animal clinic and talk to the veterinarian.
Hello, I'm head chief of the Japanese Police Department, Kenji, and this is Detective K, and
Watson.
yeah.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes. Have there been any patients by the name of Olga Brown here with her cat Buttons in the last couple of days?
I don't see why I can give you any of the patient's personal information without seeing some credentials.
You sure about that? What? Sure about that? That's what I thought.
All right. Would you please wait a second? I will get
Sure.
What are you doing, Kenji?
Huh? Nothing.
Okay.
Here it is.
So, was there an Olga Brown here?
Yes, Buttons came in at 1 p.m. with stomach issues.
Okay, thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Come back anytime.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So, is this the sushi place?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, this sushi restaurant was trying to get my great. No, it could have been my great.
Okay, let's stay on task, Kenji.
Hi, Uncle Kentaro.
Oh, Kenji, welcome back. Would you like sushi?
No, I want to talk.
All right. What is it?
I mean, like. So basically, this is Detective K. This is my friend.
Watson.
Yeah, and we're on a very important case.
I see. What do you need then?
We need your assistance.
Yes, please. Has there
been?
We're asking if there's been a murderer here.
Yeah, her name is Olga Brown.
she's in her mid-60s with lots of cats.
I don't seem to recall anybody like that, but if I can get your email, I will gladly send you the security info.
Here's my email.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, and she's in sweaters. 60-year-old mid in sweaters. And
Not
lots
helpful.
of cats.
Not helpful.
Full of cats, really old.
Not helpful. Really not
Okay,
helpful.
well, we'll be waiting for the email. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Kenji. Visit soon. Okay, bye.
Apologize, there's been a temporary power outage. Oh look, it's fixed.
Yay!
The intermission will be starting soon. Please take this time to go to the bathroom, drink water, and stretch your legs, and eat the snacks.
But we still want some, so please don't eat all of it. 今から15分休憩を開始しますので、お手洗いに行ったり飲み物を飲む時間を取ってください。後ろにお菓子もあるので、はい。I said 15分休憩。You can move around. According to the intel that I got from the police, Miss Fontaine was telling the truth about her alibi. Miss Black, however, was not. She said she was at the Italian restaurant Luigi's, but she wasn't.
Mrs. Black's reluctance to answer our questions is also suspicious.
And she's really mean.
What about Olga Brown? She seems honest, but she is a crazy cat lady.
You can't rule out Brown before we hear back from Kenji's uncle, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we should ask Miss Black some more questions.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Emmeline Black, this is the police. Open the door. We got some more questions for you. Emmeline Black, open it. I mean it now. Nobody respects me.
Why isn't she opening the door?
Maybe
No.
she flew the coop.
The staff said she came to work today, and her lunch break isn't for another half hour.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Open it.
Yeah, let's
You.
check inside anyway.
Let's check inside anyway. She's dead.
Poison! Her heart is stopped.
But how? How would someone kill her?
It's paralysis. Her heart stopped.
Oh yeah, the poison bottle's like right next to her dead body.
She stumbled and threw all the papers around.
But why?
Well, maybe she found out who ransacked Sherlock Holmes' room.
Or maybe she killed Sherlock and somebody killed out in revenge.
No. Just no.
No, Kenji.
Really no.
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Miss Black wanted it. What happened?
She's dead.
Yeah, she got murdered. Has anyone visited her recently?
Only Fontaine, and they had early business meeting.
Okay, thank you. Interview Fontaine?
Definitely.
After a cup of tea.
No, alright.
Stand up, Kenji.
Why?
Okay, Miss Fontaine. Emmeline Black was found dead earlier, and you assume you were the last person to interact with her.
Poor Emmeline is dead. My goodness.
Did Miss Black mention anything about that might have been related to her death?
Oh, Emmeline was so sweet. Her passing is such
Are
a
you going to
tragedy.
answer the question or not?
Oh, I don't think she mentioned anything like that. Although Emmy was complaining a lot about some plant that a guest brought into the hotel lobby. Apparently it was some weird kind of herb that was giving off a strange scent or something like that.
So why did you have the meeting with Miss Black on the night of the murder?
Well, Fontaine Fashion and the Shamrock Hotel will be working on some projects together.
Okay, I think we have enough information for now.
Thank you. You may leave unharmed. For now.
Let's talk about this over a cup of coffee.
Let's.
Finally.
Wait, I don't know where we are. Okay. I think we're close to finding out the truth.
Hot chocolate.
Is that so? Who do you think the killer is?
It's beep. Oh, and your email from the sushi restaurant. Yes, this proves my theory even more.
What's your theory?
That Brown was the killer.
Oh, what?
Yes, I already had a hunch that she was a murderer, and the email from the sushi restaurant proves it.
Was it?
Yeah. She was never at the sushi restaurant. The staff checked the CCTV footage. I'm pretty sure she was either A, killing Sherlock, or B, escaping and disposing of the body. Black was also lied about her whereabouts on the day, but it wasn't at the time of the crime.
I don't think that's...
No, this is an amazing discovery. Let's go down to the police station and tell them what I found out. I mean, we found out. And don't write my name in the history. I mean, our name in the history books.
But can I finish it? Can I first have a macaroon? They look delicious.
Sure, why not?
Waitress.
I don't have time for this.
Why am I even here? Especially at this hour of the night.
Sorry, but this is protocol.
Just confess to the crime already. I need to get my beauty sleep.
My cats and I had nothing to do with this. I'm no killer.
We'll see about that.
Before we arrest the murderer, do any of you want to confess to the crime?
You've got nothing on me or my cats.
Sherlock was a great man. I would never be associated with a murderer like her.
Bunch of baloney.
Olga, did you mean to lie about being at the sushi restaurant, or did you just want to hide the fact that you were killing Sherlock Holmes? Kenji, arrest her!
Before we do any of that, we should talk to the great man who's been murdered. Sherlock Holmes.
Please, don't be alarmed. I'm only here to solve the case.
Too late.
It's the world's greatest detective, here to steal my glory and becoming a legend. Unbelievable.
Sherlock, I'm a big fan. I read all your cases. I'm a detective too. I try to be just like you.
If you had studied my methods, you would have realized that the woman you've accused is innocent.
Sick burn.
Wait, you're supposed to be dead.
Oh yeah. You're supposed to be dead. Why aren't you dead?
You have all made the same mistake the murderer did.
Which was?
You didn't make certain I was dead.
Who didn't make certain you were dead?
Miss Fontaine, of course. Okay, so you see, you didn't check Brown's room. If you had, you would have realized that her walls are hung with pictures of sushi, and she has a hydroponic greenhouse set up in the bathroom.
The plants were hallucinogenic. It made her hallucinate that she was in a sushi restaurant. With the sushi on the walls.
Wow, that makes so much sense.
Does.
Just do your job and arrest her.
Oh my gosh. Fontaine, you're coming with me.
No! Get your hands off my coat! It's Amazonian Jaguar!
Miss Brown, you are free to go.
So
Sorry for the trouble.
inconvenience.
Very sorry. Very sorry.
I don't understand. How did you convince the police you were dead? We have pictures of you after the murder.
I bribed the morgue worker. We took a few pictures, swapped in another body, and then he filed his report with the details I provided.
And then he reached out to me, and I came over to Japan. He needed an inside man to solve the case with the detective, and here I am.
How could you know Brown was innocent? She seemed pretty guilty to us.
It's elementary. Once you rule out poor Emmeline as a suspect...
That leaves Miss Brown and Miss Fontaine.
Exactly. But like I said, you didn't search Brown's room. I did. I also have the benefit of previous acquaintance. Miss Brown has a botany degree, and her dream is of creating a more virulent form of catnip.
This is hallucinogenic, as I said before.
Yes. Hallucinogenic catnip. It gets her every time. Honestly, living next to her is a pain. I'm glad she moved.
That's incredible. But how did you figure out that it was Fontaine?
I didn't have to. I was on her trail already when she murdered me.
What was she doing?
She was the head of an illegal fur trade.
A what?
An illegal fur trade. Miss Fontaine has been receiving the skins of endangered animals for her fashion designs from hunters all across the world. I had convinced myself that she was at the bottom of it, but I couldn't yet prove it.
And she murdered you because you were getting too close?
Exactly. She did me a favor, actually. Murder investigation trials are so probing. I'll make sure the relevant information comes to light.
So, let me see if I get this. Fontaine decided to murder you to cover up her illegal fur trade?
Exactly.
And she murdered you in the park before going to meet Black.
Yep.
After her meeting, she stole the master key card and ransacked your room. How did Miss Black get suspicious?
Miss Black is an incredibly organized person. She recognized immediately that the key card was stolen and put two and two together.
Fontaine murdered Black to keep her from talking.
Precisely.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. But before, can I please get autograph?
No.
Like, please?
No.
Why?
He'd be excited to.
I don't give out my legal signature.
Please?
She's very helpful.
All right.
Do it. Faster. A little faster. Keep going.
Ah, thank you.
Welcome.
Sherlock,
Yes, Watson?
I have a question.
What?
Why did you hide yourself from me?
From who?
Kenji, Detective K, all the sorts.
Why?
Well, the case would have been solved so much faster if you had helped.
But then I wouldn't have gotten my point across.
What is that?
Sherlock Holmes never dies.
Better not stand there. So I want to introduce the cast. Let's hear it. A little too loud. You're turning me down. I just want to make sure I'm heard for the Zoom people. Is it who you thought? Yeah? Okay. So, do you want me coming up?
No, you're going to do the thing.
Right. Exactly. So we have Detective K, played by Karin Tivona Uchiyama. Officer Captain Kenji Yamada, played by Miss Emmeline Black, played by Sora Judah Baker, welcome. The lovely Chloe Fontaine, Miss Emmy Lynn Barber. Olga Brown, played by Nina Takemoto. And we have Vet, Uncle Kentaro. We have waiter. Well, these are everything she was going to be. It was written in the Gucci employee to the hotel front desk person. And we got rid of Mr. Watanabe. That is all Meg Bather. Welcome, Meg. Yes. Dr. Watson, played by Connor Shatta. And the unkillable Sherlock Holmes. Ladies and gentlemen, your cast. Come up and do your singing.
Oh yeah, thank you, Magic.
Feedback. No.
Thank you.
On your way out, if you have any feedback, please put it in the feedback box. Oh, and one more thing. Which one of you all answered the question? It was Fontaine. Who said that? You guys get
Extra snacks.
You guys get access to the snacks until you guys leave the building, which is in 10 minutes. So for the next 10 minutes, you guys get the whole thing to yourselves. Congratulations.
That's all, folks.
Yeah.
Also have autographs.
Wait, you can get in a line nicely. Yeah, if you want an autograph. Which you should, because we're gonna be famous.
Where's the line?
Well, let's get one group picture. Melissa.
Melissa. Melissa.
Hey, who's missing? Is anyone missing?
No.
All right, look at me. 1, 2, Catley. Over here. Okay, there we go. Ready, go. Ready. Good. Oh, wait, no, hold on. There we go. Caden's hair is too. Yeah. Wait, turn. Look, Caden, look that way. There we go. Good stuff.
I forgot to introduce Buttons. Buttons.
Oh yeah, buttons.
Played by I just want to say one thing.
Where's the line?
Yeah, get in line. Oh, Megan.
Hold on, please, actors, with your egos. Hold on, please. So, you're not in a rush to leave, of course, and we have coffee, and we have tea, we have snacks. But, I just want to really emphasize that this was not a script that they learn, and it did not come out of a book, and it did not come from a website, but it came from their ideas. Egos, actors. It came from a real collaborative process, and I've been emailing that all week.
Wait, should I sing?
Oh yeah.
There will be a special video including the cast, but first, one round for our official, unofficial director. So he didn't like it when we called him director, but he wrote kind of like the script. He wrote like a large part of the script, told us what to do, told us what to not take it out. It's a little annoying, but it really helped the script. So.
Thank you.
You need a speech.
No one. Remember your speech and the ballet dancing.
Okay, first things off, they just mentioned the speech now. And I have refused the ballet the entire week, so no ballet and no speech. I'm sorry. All I can say is, well, these guys are great. They give me too much praise. I mean, seriously, I didn't do nearly as much as they think. I wrote 2.5 scenes. Everyone else has just been we split it up, we've collaborated, we worked together. They wrote most of it. Percentage-wise, I only got maybe 15% of it, so no. Guys, you're not helping.
We never do.
Anyway, well, they're great. They're great, they're very creative, and yeah, it's been a joy to work with these people. So, yeah, give them a round of applause. Seriously.
And this came from how many days of camp?
7.
10.
Well, today's the 10th, so 9,
No,
right?
8.
And
We wrote this.
4, really, 4 and a
Yeah.
half, right, for Meg?
We
I
got.
came late.
We got so
6 times 54.
Pardon?
Wait, we have 6 hours to do so 6 times 54.
Alright, 654. Alright, so we had to write this in 54 hours. So actually, no, if you time 6, 9, and the practicing and all writing, so we had to write this in literally only like 59 hours. We had to write this. What? No. 54 hours. So, it was tough. But I ran out of words, so just watch the video. It's funny and we worked hard on it. So just watch the video.
Hold on. So, when you give feedback, which is just here on the shelf, there's a little basket and cards. We would really appreciate that. And it could be feedback for your child or a specific part or a specific
Person.
actor. Yeah, it could be about sound, it could be about lights, it could be that we're on a stage. It could be that you like the crackers. But they really thought about setting and place. They really thought about building tension. They really thought about developing characters who would interact with each other and be interesting. And so they took a genre and they tried it out. And it was truly collaborative. Not one person took over or took control. No one said, that's it, do what you want. Everyone really voiced their thoughts, their opinions, and they sat there with laptops. The flyer is from them, the tickets. So I really just, facilitated, helped. But